very clean game. I mean, the blueprint was good. We were able to get Kobe out there right at 40 pitches, and that's exactly what the plan was. Offensively, we did a nice job of having some great at-bats. And we saw some additions tonight with Mitch Daly and Aaron Nixon's debut. So very clean game, very thankful for the way our guys played. I really felt like they were pretty stoic and pretty bitter after Saturday's game, which I liked the way they approached it. Went back to work and played a very complete game.
Good. And put your hands up, guys, and we'll run through some questions. Danny.
All right, great. Thanks.
Danny, start us off.
David, I assume Colby only going 3 innings, 40 pitches. That kind of leaves him in line to start on Sunday if you need him, or pitch on Sunday if needed.
No, he's starting Sunday. Yeah, that was the complete plan right there, for us to start him in a short start and get him ready to go on Sunday. And our plan was 40, 50 max, and we went 38, so it's even better.
How did you think he looked over those 38? Just kind of a general.
I thought he was as sharp as he could be. I mean, he threw the fastball to both sides. He hit with the slider, and his changeup was really good.
Dustin, go ahead.
David, game reps are so valuable for these young guys. I mean, how pleased were you that you were able to get in so many new faces out there, and then also to see those guys have some success as well? It didn't seem like any of those guys were shy about the opportunity.
Yeah, Mitch has been earning the right to play, and he's looked sharp. He's got great actions. He's very athletic. He went out and made a nice play on the double play. He had 3 hits. I don't know if he hit a ball really solid, but, good at bats. And it was good to get Dylan Campbell in there late to get another at bat. All of those at bats count. All those at bats are building for the next start or the next opportunity to come off the bench. So they're not just, hey, we want to give this kid at bat because he practices hard. Those guys are in the mix. We want to make sure that we continue to get them in there so they're fresh and they're comfortable in those situations. But I thought Mitch played really well.
And for Colby, how much of his evolution's kind of been just understanding, don't overthrow the sinker. You're not going to be a 95, 96 mile an hour guy. Let that thing do its work. It seems like his command and repeating his delivery have really taken a positive step forward.
I think it starts with his mind. Really, he's in a good spot right now. He's not pressing. He feels really good about his stuff. And I think it's a little bit of thinking of less is more. When you start forcing that front side, you start losing release point. And what I see is him repeating that delivery and trusting his stuff and watching it work. I think, and I'd have to look at the film, but it looks like he also hit with glove side. Whether he hit with it or utilized it to set up the sinker was even better. I just thought he had such a great plan and went out and executed.
Jeff, go ahead.
Hey, David, I think he was 0 for 4 tonight, but made a couple of really big plays in the field for you. He's coming off a week where he was Big 12 Player of the Week last week. The offense has been there for him. How surprised are you that his glove has been as good as it's been early in the year?
I'll be honest with you. I think he has great hands. I hit him fungo every single day. That's kind of my spot during batting practice, and I try to burn him. And his reaction and his hands are really, really good. I think the big question mark was his throwing. Can he be consistent with his throwing? And he's proven that he can. He has a lot of pride and he puts a lot of time in. He's going to hit, but to have that luxury, to have that defense and that security at third base is big.
And then looking ahead to tomorrow, this is 1 of 2 times you'll go down to San Marcos to play this year. What is it that you like about that series with Texas State, and then being willing to go there twice this year to play?
Well, I prefer to play midweeks just a home and away, and just because of the COVID season, like I told Coach Trout, I said, look, we'll play anybody anywhere right now. We want to play games. And it worked out better for us and for them to go twice over there. It's not something we'll continue to do where we'll play twice at their place and once here. we'll get back to a home and home, I think. But it just allows us to play more different, potentially mid-major schools in the midweek games. It kind of spreads us out. We like to go down to Corpus because we have such a good fan base down there. This year it worked out where we need them to come here twice. I think we'll end up going there in like a 2-game set next year. So just trying to spread that out. It also helps our fan base. That's why we're in Arlington. That's why we're in Houston. And we always like going down to South Texas. But yeah, I'd prefer to play 2 for no other reason than that. But Texas State is going to be a team that's going to compete for the Sun Belt. They're going to have a plus RPI, definitely a top 100. So, you know, if you're playing a quality team 45 minutes up the road, that's, you know, that works as well. And they're tough. They're going to test us for sure.
Got one last one, Danny, go ahead.
David, do you feel the confidence coming around on your with your offense and in the bats? I think this is double-digit runs in 3 of your last 4 games. Are you feeling confidence with those guys over there?
I mean, where we want to gain the confidence and the maturity is in the approach. I mean, it's so hard to dictate and determine the result of it. And so if we can stay with the right approach, we're going to get the right results. And I think that's what we're seeing. I really felt like we had immature at bats on Saturday. We didn't do anything after we blew the lead and we had 4 opportunities. So again, we're still a work in progress. We're still learning those things. So it's just staying within yourself and not trying to do too much. And if they do that, they're going to have success.